Many people in the comments section mentioned that besides Palki Sharma, Gaudy Media has many other figures, both men and women, whose statements are even more absurd than Palki's. So why do I only make videos about Palki? I must clarify that although the Bharat Empire has many clowns, my affection is solely for Palki. No matter how those clowns perform, they can never become the focus of my attention. Look, my goddess has provided me with video material again. In her program, she criticized China for imposing technology controls on key electric vehicle technologies, requiring companies to obtain government approval for technology transfers. She pointed out with a very sour tone that Indian industry is highly dependent on China, importing large quantities of key components, raw materials, and machinery, especially in the electric vehicle sector. She noted that the global economy is in a downturn due to the U.S. tariff war, but China's simultaneous restrictions on raw materials and technology exports will worsen the economic crisis. Honestly, every time I see Palki read her script with an indescribable expression, I admire her even more. That expression makes it seem like every viewer owes her $1 million. She's not reporting news. She's lecturing the audience. When it comes to professional knowledge, my goddess might as well have none. I don't know where she went to university, but her school failed to teach her the basic logical skills a media professional should have and didn't provide her with any common knowledge about international politics. How did she even graduate? I want to tell Palki that the Bharat Empire has no right to complain on camera about being bullied by powerful nations. You are the bullies yourselves. When Modi announced on camera that he would never give Pakistan a drop of water, did you consider upholding international order? When you banned Chinese apps and extorted Chinese investors, did you not expect China to retaliate? No country on earth is as foolish as India, lacking strength yet provoking others everywhere, getting disciplined by both China and Pakistan. Why can't China sanction India? Are you China's ally or friendly toward China? I've said many times that when you're walking and a stray dog barks at you, you must not indulge it, or it might actually bite you. The best approach is to pick up a stone and throw it or grab a stick and chase it. This not only quiets the dog but also removes a danger for others. The dog will learn that humans carry sticks, that being hit hurts, and next time, it won't dare bark even at a child. You also know that the U.S. tariff war is the main culprit behind the global economic downturn. So why does your Prime Minister Modi go to Washington to beg for forgiveness from the U.S.? To get U.S. handouts, Modi shamelessly undermines organizations like the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and BRICS, preventing China from effectively rallying these global South nations to counter the U.S., allowing Trump to act recklessly. You know the U.S. is a gangster, yet you choose to be its guard dog. With a stick in its hand, who else would China hit if not you? China disciplining India is a voice for global South nations, setting an example. Whoever acts as the U.S.'s dog will get hit with China's stick. Let's talk about technology export controls. Did China invent them? Did China control technology exports before the U.S. launched its tech war? The U.S., along with Western nations, signed the Wassenaar Arrangement to impose a long-term tech blockade on China. China's restrictions on rare earths, graphene, and electric vehicle technology exports are merely a response to the West's unfriendly actions. It's telling them that they're not the only ones with a stick. China has one too. When you hit China, be prepared to get hit back. Do you think China is like India, a stray dog constantly switching owners and getting beaten? You're mistaken. China's stick is the biggest. China's manufacturing capacity surpasses that of the U.S. and Western nations combined. Yet India and EU, the U.S.'s lapdogs, keep barking at China. You dogs don't understand the real power dynamics. Shouldn't China take out its stick and hit you hard to make you realize who the real boss is? When given treats and treated politely, you don't appreciate it. When hit with a stick, you start crying about injustice. Don't you deserve it? I also remember that when Modi came to power 11 years ago, He boasted about replacing China as the world's manufacturing hub, claiming India's manufacturing would dominate globally. 11 years later, why is the Bharat Empire still heavily dependent on China industrially? What has Modi done in these 11 years? Even a cow as India's prime minister wouldn't have performed worse. Over these 11 years, he's bragged at every international event, including G7, G20, and BRICS. Wherever you can think of, you'll see him poorly imitating Mussolini, wagging his index finger, shaking his head, and talking big. Fine. The Bharat cow dung empire will become a developed nation by 2047, as Commerce Minister Goyal recently claimed, saying India has the strength to negotiate equally with all nations. So show your mighty strength and let China feel it. Speaking of Goyal, that fool told an Indian female journalist at the recent Green Bharat conference that Indian companies should seize the historic opportunity of the China-US trade war to replace China in providing low-cost, high-quality electric vehicles to Western nations. India's electric vehicle industry lags behind China by 5 years. So now, let him and that equally foolish host provide components and technology to Indian electric vehicle companies to replace China. When China doesn't impose technology controls, you boast about replacing China. When China does impose controls, you complain as victims. How can there be such a shameless nation on earth? I still remember the expression of that female host when she heard from Goyal that India's electric vehicle industry is 5 years behind China. She was shocked and in disbelief because her prepared topic was about how the Bharat Empire would lead in renewable energy and the electric vehicle industry. Yes, you heard right. Lead. A 5-year gap was completely unacceptable to her. These two clowns should brush up on basic knowledge. Forget 5 years. Even 50 years from now, India won't be able to independently produce world-leading electric vehicles. Finally, I want to tell my goddess Palki to hold a meeting with her Gaudiya media colleagues, Modi, and the BJP clowns to seriously discuss why your nation is so foolish, shameless, and arrogant. How long can you keep blowing this cow? When the Bharat Empire's bubble bursts, do you think India still has a future?